We are back in Lyon for this game 2 of this Saturday, the second day of action of the Women Golden EuroLeague. Steve, it's not a lot to say that we had an amazing opening game today, a lot of emotions, a very high level of sitting volleyball, and today we'll just carry on with the second game between Nola and Zenica.
Well, it's a very tough game in perspective, and with what we saw this morning, we can only imagine, Julian. We can only imagine.
Well, Pisa almost secured a spot in the gold medal game for tomorrow. That's quite sure now with 3 victories. But Nola is also looking to be in the big game tomorrow. And if they want to be there, they need first to win against Zenica. Yesterday, they arrived quite late to play against Pisa. Then they displayed some very high level of sitting volleyball. But they need to win that game if they want to see the big final.
They need to win is the expression you use, and
that's again for the people who were not with us connected this morning. Well, that's a shame, but you can still watch the replay. The results from yesterday, we see Nola losing to Pisa 3-1 and then winning against Lyon 3-0. That was the evening session yesterday. And for Zenica, 2 defeats yesterday. But they played 2 very good teams because they played Zagreb and they played Pisa, maybe the 2 best teams so far. So we want to see the real face of Zenica this morning.
Exactly, that was what I was telling a friend a couple of seconds ago. This is what we will see the exact face, what they are made up of. And in a couple of seconds, we're going to kickstart the match and it's going to be what they are up against and what they show us. Tell me, Julian.
The roster from Zenica with one specificity is that they only have 1 vs 1 Ruzica Modric. She will have to be on court until Sunday night, even if we finish like super late. She's the only 1 vs 1. That's the rule in this Golden EuroLeague. She has to play every single point of the competition for her team.
And one good thing about Modric is she is in the game. She's not showing signs of fatigue. She's not showing signs of pain and everything. So I think she will do the job.
For Nola, it's all around national team player Alessandra Moggio, the VS1, but also the very good 2 setters, number 2, number 3. We also had yesterday evening a very good Anna Maria Minichino with her number 9. It's a strong side, but we have the feeling that they couldn't play so far at their real level.
Well, I mean, let's say most because they were jet-lagged. They arrived here, I think, around their flight. They alighted at 12.
Something
and
like
then,
that.
They got here around, it was almost around 1, so they couldn't have enough time to get used to the complex, to get used to the environment, and I think that played a very important role in why they lost against Pisa.
We'll see what they will be able to do in their first game of the day as well. They will play 2 games today. The 2 teams are now on the court. We will meet with the 2 international referees of the game. Lauriane Meunier-Cadieux from France will be the first one, and Christian Battisti from Italy as a second referee. So you can wonder why we have an Italian referee refereeing when Nola is playing, because he's relied to the team of Pisa, and that makes him eligible to ref that game. Of course, they will be fully neutral. These referees are super experienced. I think Battisti was maybe not at the Paralympic Games, but at least at the European Championship, maybe for some World Cup Super 6. He's super experienced at the world level, so no doubt that he will be doing a great job alongside his French mate for that game.
Exactly. So we are bound to see something awesome. Not forgetting our judge, our lines, the judge on the lines. These 2 wonderful ladies, they are giving it their all, and their level of professionalism is just too perfect.
We'll stick into that game very slowly. Zenica will play in blue. Nola in their pink jersey, the one we already saw yesterday. Introducing the referees here in the venue. I'm super excited to meet with the starting 6 on both sides. I know they have different options. Looks like Nola will start with the same starting 6 they had yesterday. Rita Mautone-Elia, one of the first 2 setters of that team. The captain, Elisida Angelillo, Anna Perricolo, Alessandra Moggio, she was a bit struggling with her back before warm-up. She put some extra magic cream. Should be fine for her.
It's all about the magic cream.
And Maria Minichino, you know that cream in the locker room, I'm sure.
Of course. It works like magic.
And Annalisa Tremparullo, Nola is playing without a libero, Guido Pasciari, head coach of that Nola side.
Exactly.
It's time to meet with Bosna Zenica. And we start with number 3, Amra Duvniak, one of the tallest players.
And she had a very good game yesterday too.
The captain, Jalila Chamcic.
How old is Chamcic?
Well, not very old. I mean, just a bit younger than you, 18.
Exactly. Oh, well, I mean, way younger than I am. Way younger than I am.
You look so young, no wonder. Ruzica Modric, Leila Pjanic.
You know, and being that young and captain a team like that, I think it talks about her potentials and what she's made up of.
And how much she's dedicated to volleyball and sitting volleyball. Nadina Selimovic and Anela Vujic. A word on the head coach, Ferhat Shehic. Having some small talk with Isabel Colo. Oh, we're talking about the captain because apparently small sign on the jersey. They need some kind of strap. It's a bit hidden, or it just like got removed from a jersey.
Okay.
Well, nothing too serious. We know that Jalila Chamcic is the captain of that Bosnian side.
At only 18 years old, she looks so composed. She looks easy, and then she looks like she's at home on the court.
Well, Zenica is looking forward to secure a first victory in this Golden EuroLeague. Nola won yesterday against Lyon. Let's see what these two teams can do. I would say Nola is a bit favorite from what we saw yesterday, but the reality of yesterday is not necessarily the one of today.
Whoa, Perry Colo is starting the game well. It was a good swing. It was a good serve. 1-0.
First point for Nola. Another great serve. But this one will come back from the back row.
Miscommunication right there.
Well done, Selimovic, to score a first point for Zenica.
And there's our VS1 player, Madrid.
Easy reception for Moggio. Oh, great block. That's 2 points in a row for Selimovic.
And even though they lost last night, she played very, very well. She had a couple of blocks. She had a couple of swings too. So I think, yeah, I mean, she's up for something this morning. Oh, way too wide.
Ruzica Modric. Not quite the serve she was looking for. Important to enter well in the game and into the second day of competition. Lifting call against the Bosnian side.
Well, I don't think I saw the same thing, but yet again, I'm not the one in the grey jersey.
Well, I will do my best to go to the technical delegate to see if at some point you could ref some game.
Well, not me, not me. Even if you pay me all the money in the world, I'm not doing it. I'm staying on my seat right here.
Well, Nola is building a first little gap, 2-point lead. And again, a very good serve from
Nice
Tremparullo. It's maybe the point Zenica has to work on. That reception. Again, not an easy one, but they still score. Well, that's already 2 points from the back row for the team in blue.
And it's coming from Dubnyag Emra.
Yeah, you mentioned it. She did a good job yesterday. She's one of the tallest players of that roster.
And she's using that to her advantage.
That serve is a good one. Not easy for the setter. The ball was just too much into the net.
And then it tells more about our player Pericolo. She keeps her composure sometimes, and then when you want to count on her, she doesn't actually deliver that much. But it takes time. Once she's in the game, she's in the game.
Touched by the block, but the lifting is called against Nola. See, Christian Battisti is calling with lifting against the Italian side, so no wonder
and you said it better. He has no ties with each of the teams.
Absolutely
he is
not.
Italian, but then he is here on a professional duty.
And I was having dinner with him yesterday night. He's also speaking French very good.
Really?
Yeah, which is quite surprising. He's traveling a lot for work and he's speaking a lot of different languages. And if you want to know, he used to study for 1 year in Lille, in the north of France.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense because I was about asking how he learned to speak French, but then you answered it right before my question came.
And he was a coach in the French Championship in National 2, where you're playing. He used to coach in France.
Well, you know what? My lips are shut. I'm not saying anything. Mr. Ref is more than a professional. Oh!
Great block, Mojo. Just one position.
Well
1v1.
positioned.
That was a good one. Nola just had one blocker to score that point, 7-6. Direct return and the lifting call against Zenica.
I think there's going to be lots of those calls today. And I don't know, it's a weird impression. Whenever it's Zenica or whenever it's Nola, it's always, they are calling lots of them.
No, great D. Can this one
Oh, she
come
tried.
back? No.
And then talk of the composition on both sides, we can see both of them are playing without liberos.
Yeah, we only have two teams in the entire competition having a libero. Pisa and Lyon.
Nice swing.
We will see Lyon later today at 3 p.m. and we saw Julie Ligné that just earlier in the day. It's not an easy position when you play libero because you have a lot of pressure when it comes to receive, to dig correctly.
Exactly. And then me and her talk because I told you I really know them. And then she made a real quick joke. She was like, can you be a little gentle with me? Can you be nice with me today? And then apparently we were a bit hard on her yesterday. I don't think so. I don't think
you know
so.
what we can do? We can try to talk about the perfect reception even if the ball is going into the stands. We can try.
Well, that would be as being hypocrites, isn't it? And then if one thing is for sure, we say it as it is.
And then we will finish into some highlights. That's not the purpose. That's
exactly,
not the purpose.
Exactly. So, Julie, it's all love. We know you put in extra work. We know you were a fantastic player. We were just calling out things like they were yesterday. Nothing. There were no critics.
Absolutely
it was just
not.
how we were seeing it. But then we got nothing but love for you, Julie.
And you know what it is when you are a volleyball player, how much difficult it can be when you're not in a good day with reception. Look at the little pancake they had.
And it did count. We saw our first pancake of the championship. It's going to be a long day today.
It's funny to say that in English we call it pancake, but you in France, you call it Corsica.
Exactly. I don't know why,
Oh,
but I think it sounds good in English. Everybody loves pancakes.
well, it's a bit late for breakfast, but maybe some of you back in Nola or in Zenica are still having late brekkie or late brunch together.
Don't mind, Julian. There's no time for eating pancakes. You can have them for breakfast, you can have them for lunch, and even dinner.
I know what I will get you for afternoon snack.
Thank you very much. You know me well. You know me well too much.
High ball towards position 2. Is there any block touch? Apparently, yes.
Oh,
And the
it's a
lifting is
lift.
called.
It's called on Madrid. I think I saw it from here. I don't think the coach is very happy. Ooh, statement made. And we understood your statement, Selimovic Nadina. Good serve.
No one is taking that dig on the Boston side.
Calling shots on that one. It's 13-11, Julian.
Well, it's a close one so far. We said maybe Nola is a little bit the favorite and Zenica the underdog, but for the moment, it's a close one.
That goes way...
Self-covering is good. And the tip as well.
Oh, they keep it in. And they are scoring a point. Plays like this are very important if you want to stay in the game. One, it helps build momentum, and two, you're scoring a point for that. So it's all good.
Of the blocking action. Just a very small touch with the fingers for Anna Pericolo.
And with her height, just a small touch was enough.
And again, 2 points lead for Nola. Perfect reception.
Ooh, Pericolo is out here cooling shots and getting the job done.
Well, she's very important when sitting in the front row.
And even when she's in the back, she plays a very important role on this Italian team. She doesn't make lots of noise, but then she's doing her job and she's doing it quietly.
Not a very experienced player. She's the oldest of Nola's roster, born in 1981.
And it's our captain getting the job done. Kemtic Lila.
How frustrating is this for the blocker to have the ball rolling in between your arms?
You know what my coach says? Steve, keep your arms on the other side. Oh, that was a bit too long.
$15-all.
Okay.
Great block for Annalisa Tramparulo. Good serve, a lot of aggression. Great dig, Mojo. Free ball, Zenica.
Let's see what they make out of this one. It wasn't a good set.
Or they fight this one back. Again, the first rally of the game.
Whoa! It went straight into her face. She's saying sorry, but that is it. Number 9 is getting the job done.
Oh, another great serve. And this is almost a free ball for Nola. Great swing. 3-point lead.
And it could be decisive.
Yes, and Zenica is wondering whether to take a timeout or not.
Off the block, it is good. Again, it is coming from Pericolo.
19-15.
Oh, Madrid said no way, no way. She said, listen, you can play all you can do whatever you want to do, but it's not when I am on guard. She said, not on my watch. I'm not letting that happen.
First monster block of the game. And here she is to serve. Reception is a bit long.
Nice angle.
The timeout is called by Zenica. 20 for Nola, 16 for the team from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Gradually, they are trying to sail away.
BOSNA Zenica. Nola 20, Zenica 16.
Znači, ako dobiješ tamo opet, daj njima, one su više.
Zadnji moment ja sam čekala da je odigra, pa sam onda nešto.
Gotovo, ne. Samo malo, znači, nemoj davati, nego
Šeha, nema neko ljepstvo. Ja nisam uopće paralan kako skočila, znaš kako me kuće. Aha.
čiste mrtve gotovo.
Hajmo, skreći. Dobro je, ovo je da ne znači.
Well, the advice is both from Ferhat Šehić, the head coach, and Mehmet Alija Bajramovic. They try to find the best solutions to come back into that first set.
It's all about solutions. Is it just me or the coach from Zenica is a bit grumpy?
Yeah, I don't know what he's looking for, what he lost.
He's actually looking for something.
Looking for paper or something?
I do not know. Wish I spoke a little bit to understand and talk to him. Whoa!
Oh, this one will come back. Great dig.
Yeah, that set was a little bit.
Another point for Nola. Well, I think he has one more timeout. He only used one.
Yeah.
This is one member of the crew to get us as close as possible from the action. Substitution for Zenica was Berina Berkic-Kobylica coming in for Leila Pjanic.
And once again, the shot you saw from a member of our crew lets us know the length and breadth at which they can go to get us every single action of the game.
Well, trust me, they had some very good rest yesterday evening.
You know, when you have Arno supervising you, the job looks so easy. He knows what to say, when to say it. Yet again, thank you, Arno.
Rotation mistake from Zenica. Oh, it's the foot, it's not over!
And it is! It is!
While they had Roberto Baggio a couple of years ago, now they have Alessandra Moggio.
We are seeing Italian goddesses in Lyon today. That was a nice move. Okay.
An easy block to get a first set point for Nola, 24-16.
And I think we are gradually seeing a Nola showing power and telling us what they are made of. It's gonna be a
Lifting
let's
goal.
go.
Yeah, that's against Rita Mottonelia, the young setter of that Italian side. Well, the reception was a bit lucky for the captain, but that's enough to secure the first set, 25-17. Well, it was a close first set till the middle of the set, and then Nola suddenly built the gap to secure quite an easy first set.
You know, it's all about keeping your opponent in arm's length so they don't sail away. And if we are saying something, our Italian sides, we saw with Pisa and we are seeing it with Nola now. Once you are able to keep them within arm's reach, you know you can get it. It's a point for you, a point for me. But once you, even if you give them a 2-point lead, it can become lethal. And that's exactly what we saw, because Zenica started well. They were up with blocks. They were decisive with on the offensive side, and then they just let this, the set slide away.
Well, we have to be very careful with what we see in the first set, because remember, Pisa won the first one 25-12, and we're like, oh, that's going to be an easy 3-0 victory, and absolutely not. Zagreb fell back, so at some point, Nola take a lead in this game, but I want to see how Zenica is able to react, able to find solutions now.
I agree with you on that.
And let's go through the partners of that competition one more time. This is Jaflor, an amazing court that we have here in Lyon, an easy one for the players to slide and to go super fast. It's also very beautiful with that wooden spec around, molten for the game balls. The dedicated equipments are coming, delivered by Sporttech. The post net adapted to sitting volleyball, and of course the Managed Sport providing us with a website of the competition and everything around that to manage the schedule, the standings, the calculations, because we could go later today in some calculation to know exactly which team will play which final tomorrow.
We will need lots of calculations, but then with the high level of sportsmanship we are seeing today, I guess it's easy, it's safe to say this is awesome. And in case you're just joining us, it's the EuroLeague, the Golden EuroLeague Women's Championship. It's day 2, the second game of the day. It's Nola going against Zenica. It's 1-0 for Nola. and it's all love, it's all joy. We can feel every single thing right from where we are. And with me here is Julian. Julian, how are you feeling?
Quite excited for a long second day. 5 games today again with the schedule. And I'm super excited to know that until the very last game of today, we will have absolutely no idea who will play which final tomorrow. And there is also one team that will be super disappointed because they will end their competition tonight. So it's important to secure as many victories as you can to play on Sunday.
Exactly. And the fact that we don't know who is going through and who is stepping down makes it even more interesting.
Yeah, remember, for example, that for the gold medal game, we will have a game between Nola and Rabri later today. We will have a game between Leo and Zenica. That's maybe for the bronze medal game. So we will have a lot of interesting action throughout the day. And of course, tomorrow, the fireworks with the 2 finals. And then the closing ceremony with the medals and the individual awards.
Yes, sir. And you know, I had the opportunity of talking to the head coach, Guillaume. I talked to the head coach and the president of ASUL, and they were telling us about how amazing the first game was and the higher level of IQ and then everything we saw. And then I spoke to Lauriane, the setter of the from the Lyon side, and then she was a bit disgusted about the way they lost both games. You know what she did last night? She watched the game over and over again, trying to find where things didn't go right and trying to make it right. So I think we are up for a very tough match today.
Well, I hope she was also able to find some good rest, important between 2 very long days of competitions.
Exactly. Ooh, nice swing from the captain, number 7, Kemcic Jalila.
3-1 for Nola. Pjanic with the serve.
Pericolo, I think there's a net violation.
Well, the ball was just a bit too close to the net. And Rita Montanelli couldn't manage to play the ball without touching the net. Mojo takes that ball, even if Angelillo was covering. Another point for Zenica, turning in front, 4-3.
One thing is for sure, they are putting up a fight. Oh!
That's a good one through the middle.
Isn't that wonderful? Again, it's Menechino showing her prowess on the offensive side.
Easy reception. And Nola got a bit surprised that the ball just came so fast back on their side of the net. It's interesting to see that Zenica is taking the lead early in that second set after losing the first one.
I thought she touched the net from the middle part. Well, Lauriane saw something else, and she knows better than I'd ever know.
Another net fault, that time from the girl in blue. The point is for Nola. Oh, what a serve. No one to take the reception.
Menechino showing dominance.
Well, she has some more space on the shelf to put a second MVP trophy if needed.
She found a way to make that count.
That time blocked. Oh, well done by the captain. She had some great reflex with her right arm just to counter block.
And just like that, Nola is slowly sailing away.
A lifting called against Selimovic.
And we can hear the bench from Nola cheering them on. Ale, 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 Nola, Nola.
Well, that's now 7 points in a row for Nola, 11-5, and they force Zenica to take their first time out of the game.
By BOSNA Zenica, Nola 11, Zenica 5.
Well, it's crazy how fast things can go in sitting volleyball. Just a serving streak, and you are leading by 6.
Exactly what you are saying. And it's not just sitting volleyball. With volleyball as a sport, it depends. When you have someone that is terrorizing the adversary on serve, they can go on and on and on and on and on. So you always need someone that you can rest and you can count on when it comes to serving.
Sve su njihove serije ovoliko iznad mreže. Znači, držite gore ruke. Ne, prije nego što servira, dole ruke. A kad baci loptu, onda ide pa je urate. A ne prije serve.
Well, I don't know how good your Bosnian is, but apparently we were talking about aggressivity at the net, what we have to do to be more aggressive.
You know, I don't know if I told you, I speak it fluently. And then even if when it comes to sign languages, nah, that's a lie. I don't speak a word. I wish I understood what he said.
You know, the world language of coaches with the hands is almost the same everywhere. That's something we have a chance to understand.
Exactly. So we have a rough idea what he was telling his players.
Another net violation against Zenica, and I guess it's Selimovic again.
Well, ladies in blue need to be extra careful because it's 13-5. And if one thing is for sure, you don't want to let Nola sail through.
2 times up, we played that point again. The reception is just a bit too long, and that's another net fold, and it's again Selimovic. I mean, she scores a lot, but she also costs a lot of points so far.
Well, I mean, it's a 50-50 thing. You give more, you get more.
And Nola is making the gap even bigger, 15-5 now. That's 16 point. No, they were for the 11 points in a row for them.
Exactly, exactly. Did they make it 12? No. We will stay at 11 points.
Well, finally, they switched that rotation.
And our ladies in blue need to put up lots of stuff to catch up with this one.
It took them forever to take the serve again.
That is something you cannot afford to do. The earlier you switch a rotation, the best it is for you. Most importantly, if that person is putting you through hell.
Alessandra Moggio. She was part of the team at the Paralympic Games in Paris. One of the most experienced players of that Nola's roster.
She just affirmed and confirmed that with an ace serve.
Another ace that she finds on Jalila Chamsic.
I don't think she's going to leave her target. That's what volleyball is about. You find your target and you exploit it till.
She has it so good from 1-1.
She chose someone else. And it works.
Well, 1-1, 1-6. She can go full power with her left arm. 19-6. Crazy to see that Zenica is not able to score points in that second one. Well, again, the reception is not the best one. Ball is alive, but it doesn't come back on court.
Exactly what you were saying. So now let's see, if someone is terrorizing you, you do whatever you can to make a switch, a rotation. And no.
Well, Selimovic serving well.
We'll need lots of that if they want to catch up with Nola. Nola at this point is sitting in a comfortable lead. Whoa!
From the back row, Minikino. 22-8. That would be something crazy if Zenica would not even reach 10 points in that second set.
Couldn't agree more with you, Julian. Okay.
Good blocking action.
All you had to do was ask, and the ladies in blue are delivering.
Modric did it perfectly. Well, 10 they have a chance. It's 20-9.
Not just 10, Julian. You know this part of volleyball. It's not finished until it's finished.
That's true, but you're the expert, that's why. But I'm learning with you every day, that's good.
Well, I mean, you teach me more, and I'm trying to let you in on the little stuff I know.
That's a good reception.
Pericolo.
Such an easy way when you look at it. A reception set, and then a strong spike.
And then she doesn't even break her sweat. She's not laughing. She's showing zero emotions.
21-10. 4 more points needed for Nola to secure a 2-0 lead.
Ooh. What just happened, Julian?
I wish I can help you. I was just watching on the screen what was going on.
I think there was a set, and the setter couldn't find her player.
And the team from Lyon is already in the stands, waiting to enter their second day of competition.
Ooh. That was a massive step. That was a monster block. And it's 11-23.
Amra Duvniak. Easy reception again. Oh!
Yeah, that wasn't clean. That wasn't clean.
I got a bit confused. She was falling on her back when she took the set.
Making it even more complicated to get a clean touch on the ball.
This one's much better. And the swing as well. Set point, Nola.
Chino getting that. I think there's going to be a substitution. D'Angelo is coming on. For who?
Well, the youngest player of that competition, 17 years young.
Wow, 17 years young. That makes sense. And she's coming on for Tramperulo.
She comes in for the serve. Maybe to conclude that second set. Oh, what a serve.
That is a massive swing. A wonderful change by the coach, Paschiari.
Well, 2-0 for Nola, 25-12 after 25-17. Sounds like the first set was not an accident for Zenica. Nola looks to be stronger, but they need one more to conclude the game.
And can they do it, or will Zenica come back and take us to a tie break?
Well, for the moment, Zenica is not even ready to change size. They were just like hanging around there.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when something works for you, you try to keep it going. So maybe the coach was trying to get all that energy from the side he was on. It's never worked in volleyball, but then let's see if it works here.
The coaches are looking for some solutions, and we take a few seconds to thank again all the partners involved in that competition, that women's Golden EuroLeague here in Lyon, especially the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes area. There is a lot of sports events going on here, but the most important one is this weekend here in Sailing Volleyball, the metropole of Lyon, the area all around that city of Lyon, supporting the event. And it will be a big day tomorrow as well for all citizens here in Lyon, because it's election day.
Yes, sir.
Voting for the new city mayor. Well, it's not only in Lyon, it's all over France that citizens will be concerned with local elections. But we will definitely be here very early tomorrow morning, because the bronze medal game will start at 9 and the big final at 11. 25-17, 25-12. Well, a 2-set lead for Nola. But as we mentioned, they need one more to conclude that game and to go for some rest, because they play a second game later today. And it will be a tough one against the Croatian side of Zagreb. This could be a decisive one to see who will be in the final tomorrow against Dream Volley Pisa.
One thing is for sure, whoever it is, it's going to be a wonderful game, and we cannot wait. We cannot wait.
Well, the temperature will increase again and again in that arena. It's only game 2 of that second day. We have 3 more to go today. A lot of confidence for the moment for Nola, of course. They had a great run in that second one.
It's all about showing dominance. If you can win a game and you can win it dominating, just do it. And at this point, Nola is doing just that.
Is there any kind of change? Not for now. On Nola's side, they start with the same 6 girls. And the conclusion is the same on Zenica's side. The same girls are on court. Can they do better in that third one?
That is a question for the Gads.
The first serve is for Anna Pericolo. Good set, good high ball.
Oh, the dig from Pericolo.
Mojo was a bit greedy on that free ball.
Or we could say Modric was just there to show dominance and make sure the door was locked.
She was exactly well positioned to block that ball. And the first point is for Zenica.
A very important point. Oh, that swing from Minicino. Isn't that wonderful, Julian?
Well, she found a great angle. You're super happy when you can find such a great angle in position 4. And she's left-handed, so it's not easy. She has to leave the ball coming on her left shoulder before swinging.
You know one good thing, if you're left-handed in volleyball, it is a gift because it's very difficult for the block to read you, and then it gives you an upper hand and a bigger advantage. She's using that advantage so very well.
2-1 for Zenica in that third set. They are in front. Let's see if they can build some kind of gap.
Oh! Did you see that angle again?
Yeah, she's looking for some very interesting angles. Makes it even harder for the blockers and the diggers.
That shows you how comfortable and how confident she is. To be trying stuff like that, you need to have a confidence level about 100%. And she's having it all.
Good serve from Rita Mortone Elia.
Off the block, a win. Jalila.
All easy reception. Mojo takes the set.
Off the block. How does she keep that alive?
And Ruzica Modric for the conclusion.
Wow. We are seeing some incredible actions here in this golden EuroLeague women's competition.
Just out, just in front of Guido Pasciari, and he wants to enjoy the action with a bit of soccer as well.
Everybody is on and in on this one.
For all, reception is high, but not clean enough.
She gave it a try. She gave it a try.
Seta has to move so much to get that ball.
Yeah. If one thing is for sure, you need to put your setters in a very comfortable position so they can be dishing out great sets. Thank you, she said. Jalila said thank you for that gift.
For the moment, the scenario is exactly copy-paste from what we saw in the first two. 5-all. Very close one.
Ooh, straight into the block, it went.
Good block from Anna Pericolo.
And in case you're just joining us and you have no idea what the rules in certain volleyball is, you can block a serve. So if you go on the line, the idea is to get away from the block, go as hard as you can, as tough as you can, and try to score an ace.
Alessandra Mojo has a very good serve. That's another one. But there is some time to go under the ball to play it. Oh, great dig with one end.
Oh. That was a nice one.
Well, it's the moment to create the gap for Nola, 8-5, exactly what we saw previously.
Exactly.
And the substitution is done a bit earlier by Zenica, with Berina Brkic, Kobilica coming in.
And there's a very good thing about the Italian side. It doesn't matter the score. The bench are always there cheering their teammates on. What is it this time around?
Double touch. Oh, great dig, but there is some net fall called. That's again Elisida Angelino, the captain from the Italian side.
And that's a very good point for Zenica if they really want to stay in this one. It's 2-0. That serve was a bit too long, but then they are having hopes. They are trying all they can to stay in this one. And to stay in this one, they absolutely have to win this set.
Cute block, but great cover from Nola.
That is it. They are slowly reducing the deficit, but then it's still Nola 3-point ahead and looking confident and comfortable. Oh, it's good.
Do you call it luck?
Well, there's nothing like luck in this game of volleyball. You want it, you better get it.
Well, then it's talent.
I love that most.
Great serve again. Pericolo is dancing.
I love that dance from Pericolo. I don't know what music to which she was dancing on, but it looked good.
Well, she had something in her head. Admira Kubat Mujkic is coming in for Leila Pjanic. Another substitution for Zenica to find some kind of solution.
And if they want to stay in this game, they absolutely have to win this set. So far, so very good for Nola. Oh, I thought she was gonna call that one. Oh, another massive swing from number 9 on the Italian side, Minicino Anna Maria. No wonder she was the MVP.
So what are we talking about? What are we discussing for the moment? We don't need any kind of TV break. There is no water break in sitting volleyball. Maybe checking the scoreboard.
Well, you know one funny thing? She took an executive decision to whistle, and then we are not getting things clear.
So it was 13-7. Now we changed to 12-8.
And you know, normally what Lorian should have done was to signal the second ref, and then he does the verification. But then she made an executive decision. She whistled on her own. And then Pasquari doesn't seem to be happy about what is happening.
Well, Guido Pasciari had 13, now he has 12, so of course he doesn't want to lose any kind of time because of a device.
It's all good for Zenica.
Well, for sure, Nola is in front. There's no doubt. Well, at least it gives some work to the fans here in the venue.
And for the first time in this game, Julian, we can see the coach from Zenica in a very serene position.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that everyone knows exactly what's going on with the score.
What is for sure and what is shown on the scoreboard is we went from 13 to 12.
Yeah, it was 13-7 and they changed it to 12-8.
And I don't even think the lady handling the score understands what's happening.
So maybe they are checking again with the position, who was serving, how the points went.
Exactly. And then these are the little hiccups that happen sometimes in a game of volleyball. since it moves very fast and every action is in a swift position, sometimes it doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. What is it this time around?
Well, Christian Battisti found a solution. Apparently, it's Anna Pericola serving, and it's back to the score we had, 13-7.
So, like I said, it wasn't up to the first ref to call that, and then all this for nothing.
Absolutely, we come back to the same score. Anyway, the action is back underway.
Yes, sir.
Net fault, that's again Admira Kubat-Mujkic.
And
Discussion between Isabel Colo and Sara Cerelli.
what do you think she's telling her?
Or
What are they talking about?
Probably nothing serious. They're just taking a picture together. They just put their yellow jersey. It's a short preview of the Tour de France this summer.
I think I love the colors. It looks good on them too. Okay, thank you, she said. Minicino was like, thank you. Anna Maria, Saint Maria is saying thank you for the gift.
Well, Minicino is probably hungry and looking for her lunch break. She doesn't want to go a lot further in that game. And the substitution to come for Nola was Cristiana Ciotola in.
One good thing about having a confident and a safe leaders, you can make all the switches you want and you can afford to take some points and make adjustments later because you are in a comfortable lead. And another block. It is for Minicino Anna Maria. Saint Maria is having a very wonderful game today.
16-8 for Nola. They are clearly in front in that third one, leading 2-0. And again in that third one, a big gap. Moggio goes for the spike on the second ball touch. Well done at the net. She is giving some energy to score points.
She is. It's all about dominance, dominating, winning with a statement, and that's what Nola is doing. I don't think they loved the defeat last night against Pisa.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They were looking forward to secure 2 victories yesterday, which was not the case. And Zenica tried to make changes, and now they have to call a timeout because the situation is getting even worse. 17 for Nola, 8 for Zenica.
And it's all laughs on the faces of our ladies in pink.
Well, apparently, Ferhat Shehic doesn't look to be the happiest here in the venue.
No, no, no. And with 31 years of not studying sign language and not understanding anything he said, I think all he's saying is, ladies, we cannot keep playing like this if we want to stay in the game. Something has to change, and it has to change now.
Zenica has to find solution. It's a 9-point deficit.
That was a great serve.
Selimovic still not able to find the solution in reception.
It's a 10-point lead now. And it's decisive.
Moggio giving a free ball to the Boston side. Another free ball. Oh, it's more than that because it's enough to score the point. Verena Brkic-Srebrenica a bit too much into the court.
Exactly, and it's all about what you were saying yesterday. The game of volleyball is about serves and picks. Okay, they make a rotation on that one. The game of volleyball is all about serves and picks. So if you can win and dominate, if you want to play, the first thing you have to do if you are in reception is have a great pick. Try to put your setter in a comfortable position to be dishing out gifts. And it is Nola that is sailing away. 2019.
The serve for Cristiana Ciotola, 30 years old, for the number 1 from that Nola side.
Ooh.
Great dig. Ciotola was a bit far away to play that ball properly.
And Kamche said, thank you. She went all out on that swing.
She threw it a bit too much backwards and Mira Kubat Muikic.
So not that time to be giving out gifts. Not for someone that already has enough.
Eva Ceccatelli observing what's going on. The last game for Pisa will be at 3 p.m. It will be against Lyon. But of course, they're also observing what's going on because tomorrow they might play against Nola for the big final.
They might play, and Selimovic gets one back for Zenica.
So what a serve.
Ooh, again. It's Kamche to Lila.
Another great one. She's serving very good.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, even landing before the line.
22-12. And now that changes legit. Pericolo coming off.
And we have Aurora Consagra, another VS1 player. We saw her very briefly yesterday. With the help of the net.
Oh, it's an ace serve. It's 23-12 in favor of Nola. Oh, that's a massive block. That is a massive block from number 6. Breakage Kobe Laker. Well, let's say very nice, easier for me.
Good reception. Another great dig. This ball is still alive.
I think there's a left. Oh, she crossed.
Okay, she crossed the 2-meter line.
And just like in volleyball, you cannot cross the 3-meter line when you are spiking. This way, you cannot cross the 2-meter line. And it's a strong message from the Italian side.
Good luck. And that's the first match point, and we will do the last substitution with Mathilde D'Angelo coming in. She secured the win in the second set, and once again, she has that chance
to call game of the second match of day 2.
24-14. D'Angelo with the serve.
Nah, not this time, not this time. She chose the wrong target. She went straight into her teammate. I don't think she liked that.
Well, they have still more options to conclude that game.
Of course. That's a nice ace swing. They're going to need lots of that. 16-24. Okay, not this time around.
A block to conclude that game. A 3-0 victory for Nola against Zenica. Nola is still in play to be tomorrow in the gold medal final. Well, it was a quicker second game than the first one we had. Steve, you will have time for some lunch break. We will see together who is the MVP of the game. And I will try to go downstairs to have some reaction of the MVP of that game.
You should. I'll be up here.
We see us together just before 3 this afternoon for game number 3. It will be Pisa against Lyon.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
And the MVP of this match for Team E Santi Ortopedie Nola, number 8, Alessandra Montiel.
A short word with Alessandra Moggio. Well, congratulations for that MVP title. How is it feeling to win that first game of the day 2 of this EuroLeague?
It was incredible with victory, important victory, and thank you for my squad.
We saw you with some back pain before the warm-up. You put some magic cream, but apparently it went fine during the game.
A shoulder pain, yeah, but the therapist do a great job with my shoulder.
So we're done with English. I leave you with some Italian word for the fans back home.
Italian words?
Yeah, for them back home. They're watching you. Go for Italian.
Andiamo!
Thank you. We'll see you this afternoon for your second game. Congratulations.